What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. I'm just doing an update on my active iMac G3s that I have. I'm not going to be booting any of them up, just going to be showcasing what I have. Yeah, so let's get into it because this might be a little bit of a longer video. So we got a Rev A Bondi Blue right here, which works flawlessly. It's in good shape. The door is still there. It's in good shape. This computer here is also a Rev A Bondi Blue. All of these are actually Rev A's. This one doesn't work. It did work a few years ago, and then I gave it to my brother, and it was showcased in a few of my earlier videos. It doesn't work anymore, but it did. It worked the last time it was turned on. Then we have this one here, which also works. And is a Rev A. As I said, they're all Rev A's. It's in also decent shape and also has the door. And then we have this one here, which again is a Rev A. Is in not as good of shape, but still not terrible. High mileage on the screen though. So it does have a little flicker with the flyback when it's on for a little while, but besides that, it's a pretty decent machine. So up here we got 4 of my 5 flavors. We have a 400 megahertz Tangerine iMac G3 in very good shape. We have a 400 megahertz Lime in pretty good shape. It's got a couple issues, but nothing too crazy. Just like a couple scratches. Then we have this 400 megahertz Blueberry. So sorry, this is a 400 megahertz Blueberry, and it's got maxed out hard drive, maxed out RAM, and airport card. I was using it for a while. Now it just sits. And then we have this 400 megahertz Strawberry, which is in like perfect condition. Like virtually nothing wrong with it, which is very nice to see. Okay, and coming down, I'm gonna get all my snows in a line once I move these back. All right, so starting off again, we got a Indigo here, which is a 450 megahertz. It's the first iMac that I ever bought. It does work, no problem, other than the screen is a little bit green. Then here we have a Snow 700 megahertz, which I actually sold about 3 years ago and then rebought off the guy I sold it to a month or so ago. Another Snow 500 megahertz this time. In pretty good shape. Is it this one? Nope. It's, yes, it is. Someone scratched the screen right there. It's kind of hard to see. And then another Snow 500 megahertz. Coming over to this, it's my 450 megahertz Sage, which I made a video on. It was my last video. You can see there's a crack right here. CRT support's obliterated. I'm still trying to find an Indigo to buy to swap the case pieces onto the Indigo and swap the hard drive and stuff. Once I do that, I'm going to try to fix that CRT support the best I can and put that graphite case on it, but for now, whatever. Then here we have my 400 megahertz Grape, which is in pretty good shape. It does work. Only issue is another crack right there from someone shipping it poorly. Got these two computers here too, my 600 megahertz Blue Dalmatian and my 500 megahertz Flower Power. And it's funny because the last time I had this computer on, I remember the CRT being really bad. Like it was blurry and it was dim and it was going like every, I don't know, minute probably. And it actually seems to be doing okay, which is funny. Because I mean, all it has done is sit. I haven't turned it on in quite a while, but I had some people argue with me previously that I can't remember if it was that there was only a 600 megahertz or that there was only a 500 megahertz in the patterns. So I'm just gonna prove whoever that person was wrong quickly. Just slowly tilt this because it's on. Don't want to obliterate the hard drive fully. 500 megahertz. This one's a 500, that one's a 600. They're both in good shape. And they both work. This one's in better shape, and this one's very low runtime computer. But yeah, there they are. Then we have a 400 megahertz Indigo, which I use as my, just as the iMac G3 that I use, which is in pretty decent shape. I fixed the CRT support. It was a little cracked. Overall, not too bad. Coming this way, just picked this up today. It's a 600 megahertz graphite, and it does work. It's in pretty decent shape. I just gotta wipe it because it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. We have my boxed 500 megahertz Indigo, which has the French keyboard, and that computer's in good shape. I have a video on that. iMac G4 that I picked up yesterday, and then we have my 400 megahertz, or I can't remember, 450 or 400 megahertz Ruby, which is in mediocre shape, but it's not bad. So yeah, there you go. And I also counted this as a iMac, which is not really an iMac, but close enough. So there you go. I hope that you enjoy the collection update, and watch out for more videos.